Buenas noches. Good evening. Mucho gusto. Let me first say, I'm sorry I don't speak Spanish. You're laughing now. It is because I'm stupid. It is my fault. It is not a joke. I recognize that, and I'm very sorry. I feel very privileged to be here. It is very special to me to be here in Arequipa. It is rare to have the opportunity to speak to so many of you and do a performance here. So I intend to take full advantage of how rare a thing it is. So often you go to a poetry reading, and it's a poet reading work that they've published in a book, which they'll read over and over again. And that is beautiful. But tonight, I've written poems that will never be read again, that were written here for Arequipa, and they will stay here. When I was slightly younger, a dear friend of mine gave me this book. It's called Spain, Let This Cup Pass From Me, in English. Cesar Vallejo's last work. Very special to me. Not only the gift of the book, but the work inside itself very much influenced me as a poet. Obviously in translation, but still. My friend has spent all of his adult life working on translations of Vallejo, and he gave me this book as a gift. My intention is to give it to you as a gift. So the poems you'll hear tonight in the reading are brand new, and they are a fusion of the translations of Vallejo and my own work, spliced together just for this evening. Thank you. Let this book pass from me. The world will exclaim a Peruvian business and not know you here in Arequipa. And it's true. Consider me sleeping upon this stage. On the tail of a dead amphibian, like a living fish, or like a purple liquid, or in a balancing act, or at close quarters, or Cervantes saying, my kingdom is of this world, but also of the other. Tip an edge on 2 sheets of painted paper, and consider Vallejo as a sun. Consider Goya on his knees praying before a mirror. Consider the sweat of clouds, or the dry skin of dynamite. Consider tiny infinite atoms, or consider alpacas and how they spit. Consider that all acts or voices come from people, through their fear of themselves, their creatureliness. They'll speak, then write, and I will ask them time. Please hand to me your animals, I will take them. And to the animals I will say, you who died of universe, your treacherous wish to love your enemy, your efforts with extension, your wandering headlessness, your beloved hooves without a grave, your cut bleeding green, your social twist with a little finger, your ox at home, your physics remote, your words tied to a stick, your least skies, your tongue stuck to a clay pipe, your fingernails proudly matted with dirt, your rural, urban, military, Christ-like poems, you the builder of the active, teeming earth, you writing that you would create light by rolling your eyes with death, you with that kind of slackening in your mouth, your abundance shall be served on 7 platters, your world will be southern gold, you the fabulous beggar of your own spilt blood, you, Cesar, in the mountains, patting baby goats, checking them for weapons. It is you that marks the point of after you, And after you, men will love one another. They will eat, holding onto the tips of your sad handkerchief, and will drink in your name. They shall rest, walking at the bottom of your race. They shall sob, recalling your orbits. They shall be fortunate to eat and walk, and be not bound to a chair. They shall hum the tune of your innate flowering, atrocious return. They shall adjust their cares tomorrow, their dream world prefigured by you. They will swear the same shoe. They will descend to the form on a soul that actually happens. They will make their way back to seeing. They will kiss you, forfeiting their husbands and wives. They will show the ignorant that they bring the elephant and feed it their delicacies. They will be special, and they shall understand them. Worker, Saviour, Redeemer of yours, come to our debts in joy as a drum roll sings. Nothing as ephemeral as your backside on the seat. Nothing as mercurial as your face looking to me now. Nothing more than hearts in a bowl in a market. This book, let this book pass from me to you.
Please. Thanks.
This is the fire.
The price is a gift. Here is another's language in my mouth. Here is my soul crowned with pebbles. Here I am, volunteer for the frigid, intemperate, torrid task. Here I am, an all-round hero. Here I am, a victim of hubris, a toy, Adam, loud with my horse, happy. Here I am, a dog sleeping under a staircase. Here I am, a helpless title page. Here I am, a speaking statue. Here I am, an unlearned man with my cane and no colleagues. Here I am, the barber next door. Here I am, loving the nurse dressed in tears. Here I am, pressing my knees above my shoulders. Here I am, a camel aging in your prayers. Here I am, just back from India, Sweden, Bangladesh, Iceland. Here I am, going round in circles. Here I am, barefoot, falling, hugging ashes in the road. Here I am, hoping you would come this evening. Here I am, on your behalf, a reptile of imminent eyelash following you on Twitter. Here I am, 2 steps away from the water that runs to see its limit before burning. Here I am, murdering books. Here I am, having murdered a book I love to give to you. For many is better than one. And a book, as though it were a cup you could drink from. No problem.
Padre polvo que subes a España, Dios te salve, libere y corone. Padre polvo que asciendes del alma. Padre polvo que subes del fuego, Dios te salve, de cárcel y de un trono. Padre polvo que estás en los cielos.
Dead in Paris and alive in London. I meet Valerie this morning, whose child keeps her here, living in Arequipa, where I ally my voice to a poet who allied his being to the struggle of a people. Not a poet to waste time in hate. In his masses, it is only when all the people come together that they are able to resurrect the dead. Please no clap.
Batallas, no, pasiones. Y pasiones precedidas, de dolores con rejas de esperanzas, de dolores de pueblo con esperanzas de hombres. Muerte y pasión de paz, las populares. Muerte y pasión guerreras entre olivos, entendámonos. Tal en tu aliento cambian de agujas atmosféricas los vientos, y de llave las tumbas en tu pecho, tu frontal elevándose a primera potencia de martirio.
Listeners, with your faithful bones, attack me. When your heart ceases, mark out to move worldwide with love. I don't really know what to do or where to be, but I applaud. I turn lights off in my house. I have left behind my Livia to be with you this evening.
Liberador,
Pelean por
ceñido de
España,
grilletes, sin cuyo esfuerzo hasta hoy continuaría sin asas la extensión. Vagarían acéfalos los clavos antiguos, lento, colorado el día, nuestros amados cascos insepultos. Campesino caído con tu verde follaje por el hombre, con la inflexión social de tu meñique, con tu buey que se queda, con tu física, también con tu palabra atada a un palo y tu cielo arrendado, y con la arcilla inserta en tu cansancio y la que estaba en tu uña caminando.
Listen to your people. I tell my breast to end it for goodness to come, but with a want to fail. I uncover my head until I touch its glass of blood, and I shut up soon. My sighs held up by those famous failures, the architects who could not mimic this city's style.
los mendigos pelean por España, mendigando en París, en Roma, en Praga, y refrendando así con mano gótica, rogante, los pies de los apóstoles, en Londres, en Nueva York, en México, los pordioseros luchan suplicando infernalmente a Dios por Santander, al lid en que ya nadie es derrotado.
Through this bastardized Vallejo, through which the proud animal floods and prides himself in me, my feet rest. Once again, not knowing what to do, I have nothing.
Hombre de Extremadura, oigo bajo tu piel del lobo el hombre de la especie, el humo del niño, el humo solitario de 2 trigos, el humo de Ginebra, el humo de Roma, el humo de Berlín, y el París y el humo de tu apéndice penoso, y el humo que al fin sale del futuro. Oh vida, oh tierra, oh España.
Now you can clap then. Permit me, alone, tetrahuman, nearer, much farther, when I discover that your long ecstasis doesn't fit in my hands. I miss my love, but I have you here. I can hear in your hands the smoke of the species, the smoke of the child, the lonely smoke of 2 wheats, the smoke of Paris, the smoke of your troublesome appendix, the smoke that emerges from the future. We can share the secret grain at 2 levels, but nothing is worth as much as a powerful root on the verge of another, of a tree who sacrifices itself to be a book. How can an entire life fit at death and think there is no soil? How can we uphold the weight of your lone living? No more world than the colour of your yoke. Between 2 epochs, this is all we can carry. Children, I am a child. If the earth should freeze, if the climate apocalypse should find its way here, may 2 hands of the earth seize its arm and cease its motion. Down upon our age, early of suns and ancient noise, what children of the world mother Peru? Lugging our bellies across the planet with an aeroplane upon our backs. If it falls, how will we stop growing? How our year will punish the month, how our teeth are going to remain in sets of 10, how our poor lamb will remain tied to the inkwell, how we will fall down the stairway of the alphabet all the way to the letter where grief is born. Sons of fighters, we are a collective. In the meantime, lowering my voice, Arequipa is even now giving in. Energy among the animal killed them, the wildflowers, comets, and women. Lower my voice, Peru is convulsed, enormous and sure, not knowing what to do. In her hand is the skill talking away, the skull with its eyes, the skull that is our time together. Lower my voice, I tell you, lower my voice, the song of my syllable, the wails of matters, the slight hum of pyramids. even the hum of heads bearing stones. Lower my breath, and if the forearm comes down, if the ruler slaps, if it is night, if the sky fits between two earths, if there is sound here in the hall, then I am late to speaking. If you see no one, if you are frightened, go seek us. Beware, Peru. Beware of your own Peru. Beware the healthy, beware the hapless victim, beware the three denials, beware the skulls with tibias and of tibias without skulls, beware the devourer, beware of the 100% loyal, beware heaven this side of air and of air the other side of earth, beware of those who love you, beware of those who write, beware of those who meet, beware of your heroes, beware of your dead, beware of your future.
Muchísimas gracias.